Here's another example. Using loops to clear garbage. Remember what I said about, I used to do robotics, use an array to store some sensor data and stuff like that, and right off the bat, because I knew there was going to be garbage in it, I was going to clear it out and set it to some variable, or some value, I should say. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Notice I'm creating that set soda price array again. Notice I am using my globals to kind of get away from, well, if I want to change the size, I got to go to one spot and voila, it's done. Inside of this for loop, I'm using the loop to clear the garbage. So the overall setup for the for loop is the same as you've seen before. The initialization is the same. The conditions basically the same. The increment is the same. Set soda price is a little different, but notice I set I is equal to 0.0. So this is going to run 3 times through index 0, 1, and 2. It's going to set every value to 0.0. Instead of the garbage that was originally in there, now we're going to reset it. Then, by chance, yes, I can reset it at any time I want. I go ahead and set index value to 16.0. You saw that before. And then if I were to display it again, the display is going to be very different than that garbage one that you saw before. Now it's going to be that 16.01 and followed up by 0.0 and an index 2 of 0.0 as well. Very different than the crap, frankly, that you would have seen if you didn't clear out your garbage from there. I put a little question down there about strings. We may have gotten to strings. Strings are really, really important. Strings are going to be, if you have an array of strings instead, the overall setup is going to be very similar to what we had before. The only thing that would be different is what value are you putting in there? You saw a little bit of strings on a couple of previous pages. If I wanted to set it to something that is frankly like a dash or something like that, I could do set soda price of double quotes dash and then double quotes. So I could do this with strings as well. So I don't want you to think that it's always going to be just doubles and integers. It's going to be some more complex stuff later on down the road.